We've begun a series of Bible prophecy brief videos for busy people on the run. The series began with a dream by the Old Testament prophet Daniel. Daniel had a dream of 4 creatures coming up out of the sea of humanity. These 4 strange creatures depicted 4 end-time nations that would be very powerful, nations that we believe we can identify in today's world. The first creature that Daniel saw was a lion with eagle's wings that were clipped off. We believe that the lion with the eagle's wings clipped represented the great worldwide empire of Great Britain, who formed colonies in different countries all over the globe. Notice the statue of the lion with its paws on the world. That was once the boast of Great Britain. The wings clipped off probably depicted the beginning of the end of the British Empire, and that beginning of the end occurred with the American Revolution. Eagle's wings that were clipped off. Now we come to the second creature in Daniel's vision. We read in Daniel 7 and verse 5, "And behold another beast, a second like a bear, and it raised up itself on one side, and it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it between its teeth. And they said thus unto it, Arise, devour much flesh." The second creature that Daniel saw in his vision was that of a bear awakening out of hibernation, and that bear was very hungry. It is interesting that the eyes of the world are now focused upon Russia's invasion of Ukraine. And Russia is represented in today's world as a bear out of the north. Putin's invasion of Ukraine is coming at a very high price, as they tell us that some 1,500 Russian soldiers are being killed each day. Can you even imagine that? This illustrates Russia's resolve to once again recapture the areas occupied under the Soviet Empire. Meanwhile, nearby nations such as Poland and the Baltic states have become terrified at the possible threat of future altercations with Russia. It is also interesting that the Soviet Union had 3 votes in the United Nations: Russia, Belarus, and Ukraine. The 3 ribs in the mouth of the awakening bear that Daniel saw were obviously a prophetic picture of the end-time Soviet Empire, now awakening after a time of relative peace or hibernation. Russia's invasion of Ukraine has been met with fierce resistance, and the weapons developed and provided by the United States and NATO have destroyed literally thousands of Russian tanks, plus devastated the Russian army. It's hard to imagine an estimated 300,000 soldiers have been slain because of the sophisticated weapons from the West. Recently, Ukraine has begun attacking military and manufacturing sites deep inside of Russia. Many applaud the Ukrainian and NATO success. But these attacks into the Russian homeland could push Russia closer to using nuclear weapons against Ukraine and possibly her allies. Some believe that the first shots of World War III have already been fired. Without a doubt, we are living during very dangerous times. The scriptures give us specific details about a future battle that we refer to as the Battle of Gog and Magog, It's found in Ezekiel chapters 38 and 39. And it should be noted that this battle seems to occur at the beginning of the tribulation, and it is not the final battle that we call Armageddon. Russia, along with a huge number of Islamic soldiers, will one day attack and attempt to annihilate Israel. I personally keep my eyes focused on Israel because they are the key to understanding biblical prophecy. Israel, despite their unbelief and rejection of Jesus, are nonetheless the apple of God's eye. And when they are attacked by Russia and the Islamic hordes, God will personally respond and defend his ancient people. We read in Ezekiel 39:6, God says, I will send fire upon Magog, which is Russia, and among those who dwell securely in the coastlands, and they shall know that I am Jehovah, I am the Lord. Coastlands, by the way, is described in other passages as beyond the seas and in the far distance. You can read about those descriptions in Jeremiah 25:22, verse 32, and also Isaiah 41:5. During our next session of Bible prophecy briefs, we will continue looking into the four strange visions of end-time creatures that depict nations that we believe are in the world today. Our focus during our next session will be on a strange four-headed leopard with wings of a fowl. You may be surprised what end-time powerful group of nations this could possibly represent. This is Chuck Anderson from Discovery News. Can I encourage you to share these end-time Bible prophecy briefs with your friends? See you next time.